many of you will have probably seen this tweet in the last couple of days. It was an Edinburgh Fringe performer called Georgie Grier, who's got a one-woman show up at the Edinburgh Festival, and she tweeted with a picture of herself, sort of seemingly crying or upset, basically saying, there was one person in my audience today when I performed my one-woman play. It's fine, isn't it? It's fine. And Tim, talk us through some of the response that she got, because who knows if she was expecting to get quite the amount of views and messages.
No, I mean, Edinburgh, you hear so much how hard it is. Yes, if you're a famous comedian, of course you'll get sellouts every night, but a one-woman show competing against many others, it must be incredibly tough and very dispiriting. But what's been so uplifting, particularly on Twitter, which, gets a bad rap, and we try and show that there's still good sides to Twitter, was just the outpouring of support from ordinary members of the public, but also some famous comedians and behind-the-scenes people. Dara O'Briain said, "We've all done it. Soon you'll dine out on this anecdote." And he's admitted more than once he had to buy his audience a drink as being the only ones there to say thank you. And, which is lovely to hear from someone like him. Jason Manford, though, went one step further by recording a little video, and we can show you a clip of it right now.
You know what? It's absolutely normal, for one person to rock up to your show, especially at the beginning of Edinburgh, and also for you to be a bit upset or annoyed or pissed off about it. That's totally fine as well. I did Edinburgh in 2004-05, and I remember first couple of shows, first week I think, was just, it was such a slog, and I was out in the rain and I was flyering and people weren't coming, and I got total imposter syndrome. How much is this costing me? What am I doing here? Look at all these amazing people. How embarrassing that these people nobody's turned up. But you know what? You're on the path and it's just a start. That's all.
That's lovely that he's taken the time out to film that reassuring words for her. What I love as well is just some of the kind of really big names in theatre and TV. Spencer Millman, who's produced some of the country's best comedy shows like TV Burp and Bo Selector over the last 20 so years, said some of the best shows, he replied to us saying, some of the best shows I've seen at Fringe when there was literally no audience, made me connect with the performer even more. And, he gave someone that very special performance. David Leveaux, who a very big theatre and film director, admitted he was once in a play at the Fringe. We'd had one person in the audience, but that was an improvement on the night before where they had nobody.
Oh, so disappointing. But as you said, there are so many performers who are now kind of like, global superstars who started off at the Fringe. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, so many people who probably started off having maybe one person or no one in the audience. So we wish her well. And the good news is that because this has gone viral, her initial tweet and all of the kind of like following up messages as well, is that she's back on stage again today. I think she's back on stage possibly as we're recording. So one can only assume that she's going to have more than one person in the audience this time. So we will follow up on that and hopefully be able to bring you some good news about a sellout.